quick wash and we'll do a talk about it then. This isn't a detailing video. That's not how most people wash cars.
This is the job for washing cars.
Yeah, we'll gloss over most of this. Yeah, battery's dead again. So some of you already know Josh if you've already subscribed to the channel, so thank you for that. This is his other car, his car that he's had for 7-8 years now.
Yeah, long time now.
It's come a long way. It was a completely standard 106 Rally when he got it, and now he's about to tell you all the things that we've done to it over the last 7-ish years. So what have you got?
So the life with the 106 started where I'd left my Volkswagen Polo parked in Paignton after the clutch went. I was on the hunt for another car and I was just about to go to London to buy another Volkswagen Polo, and this rocked up at work for the MOT. It was a colleague's brother, and I'd been out in the car before and knew how quick it was, even on the original 1.6 8-valve engine, so I had to have it. My mum back then was like, no, you're not having a 1.6, blah 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 blah. So bit of sweet talking, and I had it. With the insurance money from the Polo. Paid £1,000 for it, just been through an MOT, and it was a standard road car, seats, 1.6 8-valve, blah blah blah.
Completely standard.
Completely standard, nothing done to it at all.
I don't even think it had a cone filter or anything.
No, just completely standard. So I drove it around for about 6 months, did a few light little mods, and then we went on a spirited dash across Dartmoor and nearly lost it. So I took it off the road, and did pretty much the transformation you see here today. Ripped all the insides out, full roll cage, bucket seats.
Open the door.
Internal fuel system.
So, roll cage, OMP bucket seats, the internal fuel system, perspex rear window. That's more recent though, isn't it, that one?
Yeah.
The internal fuel system happened because Josh wanted this brake bias valve fitted. I don't know if you can see it in the light, but there's a brake bias valve there. And he said, Tyler, drill the holes for it. And I said, isn't the fuel tank there? And he said, he's got a light on it. You can see it there. I said, isn't the fuel tank there? And he said, yeah, but it'll be alright, you won't hit it.
Be miles away.
1 3mm hole later, and there was a nice 3mm hole in the top of the fuel tank, so hence this. Pumps and swell pot. And you've just replaced a couple of braided lines because they started to decay because they're getting quite old now, aren't they?
Yeah,
been there for a while.
6 years old now. So the roll cage is a genuine OMP roll cage made by OMP for the car. The chassis number is stamped in it somewhere. I can't remember where it is. It doesn't just obviously it's welded in, but it also bolts to the rear axle down through the holes. Which take the rear axle mounts, which really stiffen the car up. One of the best mods I did. A lot of people gave me a lot of abuse because I did make it into a dash dodger cage. Come around this way, Tyler. I didn't want to take the dashboard out because we were only young and dumb, and it is a bit of an issue on a 106 to take the dashboard out. So what I did was I took 4 inches out of here because this is where it's sleeved inside from standard, and it just brought it back enough. People said, yeah, I've made it weaker. Well, in fact, I've made it stronger because there's less to bend. Let's be honest, if you're going to roll a 106, the shell's dead anyway, isn't it? So why does it matter that that goes to there rather than sort of stay where it is? I get what they're saying about it crushes and whatever, but
yeah,
come on.
But you're only short, so you ain't going to lose much of your
Yeah, ain't
legs.
going to lose much. So it's got a full sack shift system fitted. That's developed by Colin Satchell.
So it makes you throw real short, nice and snappy, not a lot of side-to-side play.
All rows jointed all the way through. And then I also fitted bias valve, not a bias valve, a hydro for the auto solo.
Well, he says it's for auto solo. You've not bolted it to the floor.
Yeah.
Yeah.
It works.
It works.
It's all right.
Doesn't pull up, so it's fine.
Moving towards the engine area then.
Because he's got gay bonnet lifters, you have to pull on the bonnet to get it to come up off the catch.
So it's fitted with a 106 GTI engine. Ignore the Citroen Saxo cam cover. Took it out of a P-Reg white 106 GTI, which was sacrilege to scrap because they're oh so rare, but the shell was just gone.
It was pretty rotten.
It was gone. Engine had done 60,000 miles at the time, and it's fitted with cat cams, 285 or 290 profile cams, so it is quite lumpy. Put some lighting pistons in and a lighting flywheel, lighting bottom pulley, lighting alternator pulley, and then I set up the cams.
Can't see it.
You know.
Sorry, there's not a lot needs to be seen, is there?
Moving towards the gearbox then. Gearbox is a 1.3 Series 1 rally gearbox. CB90, for those of you who know what that means, I think that's the code. I had that completely rebuilt and also put in a Quaife diff at the same time, so it handles really well. OMP top strut brace and Colin Satchell lower brace, and also the chassis braces as well. I always replace the drive shaft sort of once a year because they're chocolate and they're like 20 quid from J&R.
Josh kicks the hell out of them.
And I kick it out of them, so I just put a new set in every year, regardless. Sometimes they go, sometimes they don't. Wheels are 205 GTI wheels. Currently they're wrapped in R888, first generation R888, which are actually quite old now. I've got a track day at Cadwell Park next week.
So there'll be a video of that, but that's down to you because I'm not there.
Yeah.
But PJ,
passenger seat for you, pal. Which I'm hoping to kill off this set of tyres. I do have a set of NS2Rs to kill off as well. After that, I can get some quite good price on 808Rs through my work, so I'm going to go for some 808Rs. Brakes then, we're fitted with 306 GTI 6 283mm discs on the front. The calipers are so close that I can't run stick on wheel weights because they will catch.
it's real tight. Again, put some light on it. It's really tight.
Rears are standard. However, we've done some handling changes to the rear beam with axles by Steph. So Stefan, he rebuilds the axle, does an absolutely amazing job. Better than the factory. They come all nice and painted, all new bearings, greasable points. So I've gone for bigger torsion bars, as big as you can go, and bigger anti-roll bars, as big as you can go. Front anti-roll bar I've left to a Saxo VTS anti-roll bar because it's not the biggest and it's not the softest, it's in the middle. So you've got a nice bit, allowable bit, however the
You can feel it.
Yeah, the arse is
Very stiff.
very stiff. Full Pug Sport straight through exhaust.
Which you actually got with the car, didn't
Which
you?
I actually got with
Off
the
the
car
car.
for free,
Yeah,
yeah.
he gave it to you and it wasn't even on the car. You didn't put it on for a long time.
Then we put it on Piper exhaust manifold. And recently, just before we went to Nürburgring this year,
The nice
I've got a
spoiler.
Maxi Motorsport one-piece carbon fibre spoiler.
Looks real cool.
Unfortunately, the stresses that it's putting down onto the boot lid has cracked the rear window in a couple of places.
It's even snapped
It's
that
even
rivet.
popped the rivet.
Yeah.
Just because of the stresses.
Yeah, there's a few cracks going around it, but realistically, it lives inside. It doesn't matter. Might just redo that rivet.
Advantages to doing this. One of the best mods I've done through experience on track days. The rear tyres have never really built any heat in them. As soon as we put this little puppy on, they're getting nice and sticky to the point where you can push your finger into them. Last Nürburgring, normally we do one lap, come off, wait 5 minutes for the car. I was doing that all week this week until the last day where I had 6 laps to use up. And I thought, well, if it's going to die, it's going to die now. So I did 3 laps. Sorry, I did 2 laps, come off, and then I did the other 4 all in one hit. And it loved it. A little bit of history on this car then. So we went on holiday in it. We did the Tour de Mont Blanc and did 1,180 miles in 10 days. Yeah, 10 days across 11 countries. So I've also been up to Amsterdam with it, and various miles in Europe. Funny story, when it did go wrong on the rally across Europe. One of the ball bearings come out the drive shaft. Couldn't get a drive shaft for love nor money, not even from Peugeot. Went to a sort of Eurocar parts type place, and they ordered one in on the chassis number for the next day. Plonked it in the car park, and off we went. Moving forward with the 106 then. I've kept it for many years. However, the time for more power is coming.
Because this is what, it's about 150 brake now, isn't it?
Yeah.
And
like
you'd like closer to 200. And to
so
put 200.
To get that engine to 200 brake, you're talking a lot of money. We're talking management, bodies, turbo in, this, that, and the other. Yeah, you'll get there, but turbo is not going to be the most reliable. You've got to convert it to BE 205 gearbox because the MA box just won't take it. Blah 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 blah. I've decided that's not the route to go down. I'm currently searching, and one will come up in the coming year. I want a crashed Honda Civic Type R, EP2, EP3 with a K28-2, and we're going to send that little puppy in there, and then some cams. And
I don't even think we're going to need cams, mate. Just management, a good manifold and a good exhaust. You should see 230, 240 brake.
Yeah, I totally agree with you, and I think that is the way to go. I'm not worried about wiring it up. The only bits I'm worrying about are drive shaft to hub compilation.
Yep.
And a little bit of engine bias. It's been done a few times. There is a 600 horsepower one, or just under, or whatever.
No, we're not looking for that sort of power. We're looking for usable 200-ish.
I just want it
So you screen
on
the
the
life out of
reliability in this shell, because they did only make 250 series 2 rallies in blue. So I don't think there's many left. I've had body panels from one, and I've had body panels from another. So I know there's 2 definitely dead.
Yeah.
Yeah, so it's quite a rare car now. Everyone does comment on how nice it is. It is a bit beaten up. The paint is completely original, but it's bred for track days. And
Yeah, she's a bit beaten up in places now, but what do you expect? Such hence these. These hit and rip out all the clips, and you can bond them on as much as you like, and they always pop back off, so they end up getting holes in a couple of cable ties, and for now that's how it's going to stay.
Yeah. So yeah, if you come across a crashed Honda Civic Type R, drop me a message. I'm after one. You'll see more of the 106 in the future for it.
Track day next week.
Track day videos. I'm going to try and do as many track days as I can this year. As many as my wallet will permit.